This is Ellie from ProLifeForMankind.com. Today we're talking about the three Antichrists who are to come in the future. A lot of people have a misunderstanding about the book of Revelation. And I'm here to explain to you who these three Middle Eastern men will be. As you are well aware, the Antichrist comes from the sons of Dan, as St. Hildegard tells us. And we know that the Islamic Antichrist's name was found on the tomb of Guadalupe. You can find out here on the book that I'm selling at Amazon about who the Antichrist is and his name. You can get this book at Amazon, The Warning, Miracle, and Name of Antichrist on the Tilma. So his name is AHMAT, and it's spelled on the Tilma F with the number 6, because his number is 6, the imperfect number. As it says in the Bible, 666, but that's not going to be his name. His name will start with the letter F, which is the 6th letter of the alphabet. And on the Tilma of Guadalupe, God the Father, who created the Tilma, gave us a sign. And whoever found this name, AHMAT, would know that it was the Antichrist's name because the 6 follows the letter F. And then the rest of the name is Ahmad, which means darkness. And it's pronounced vomit because vomit will mark all of the lukewarm, the church of Laodicea, who comes at the end of time. And who are the lukewarm? The lukewarm are many of the people today who live for possessions and not for God, who are rich but they are poor, who are spiritually dead. So they will be marked with AHMAT's mark, vomit's mark. And here is the name I found on the Tilma. You can see the letter F. If you get this book, I explain to you about the name of Antichrist, vomit. And what will happen is the 12th Imam first will arrive in Turkey. He will arise in Turkey according to the prophecies of Islam. And vomit will go out to meet him, the Isa of Islam. That will be our Antichrist. They will call him Isa in Islam. And the Antipope will arise in Rome. He will be a cardinal, according to St. Hildegard. He will be one of the remaining Mohammedans. And she alludes that he will be of Turkish origin. However, through my study, I found he will be of Lebanese origin, which you can find out if you get my first book, Timeline on the Tilma and the Three Antichrists of Revelation. I talk about the ethnicity of the Antipope. It's not Pope Francis. As many people say, I've heard Tom Horn talk about that he believes Pope Francis is the Antipope, and other people say the same, but that's not true. The Antipope will be from the Middle East. Recall that St. Hildegard tells us, she's a doctor of the Catholic Church, she tells us specifically that the beasts face the west, all of them. So it can't, the beast, the Antipope, one of the beasts of Revelation, the earth beast, cannot be American or Spanish. He's Middle Eastern descent, specifically from the sons of Dan. And we know from the sons of Dan, from the Bible, that they will come from the Middle East, specifically from the area of Syria and Lebanon, and a small part of Israel is mentioned too, because we know that Antichrist will be both Jewish and Syrian. And we know that from the Bible and from prophecies given about the Antichrist. I have also found this from many scriptural passages that vomit will be of Syrian and Jewish descent. And we know from Our Lady of La Salette that he'll be born of a Hebrew nun. So we know that about the Antichrist vomit. And we know that the 12th Imam, who will be the Messiah of Muslims, he will be from Iran, and he will arise in Turkey. And they will call him Ahmad. And then the Antipope will also arise. All three of them will arise at the same time. They're not going to come out separately. The Antipope, who I believe will have some form of the name Boutros, which is Arabic for Peter, in his name. Boutros, the Antipope, who will be a cardinal, will self-elect himself and call himself the Antipope. And almost more than half of Catholics and Christians will follow him. And then Antichrist, Vomit, will take the seat of Rome, with Boutros, the Antipope, who will be a cardinal, who will call himself Antipope. The three Antichrists, who will be Ahmad, the 12th Imam, Vomit, who will be Antichrist, or he will be Isa of Islam, and Antipope, who will have an Arabic name, possibly Boutros, Peter, or some sort of Arabic name, and he'll be either from Lebanon or from Turkey. So this is my discovery of the three Antichrists to come, and they are coming in the future. Again, if you'd like to learn more, go to Amazon, and I talk about these three Antichrists, and they will all have connections to Islam. And that's why all of the Catholics who oppose Vomit and the Antipope, whose name will have some form possibly of Boutros, Peter, in Arabic, will be beheaded for their faith. So, God bless you. Remember, we're living in the last days. Pray fast and live a pure life. Give your heart to Jesus, and pray for an end to abortion.